Hey, welcome to the Tower Update for December 2024. The year is almost over. It went way too fast. I'm Daniel Whittington, the Chancellor at Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School. This is our end of year giving and gifts episode, I guess. It's the end of the year, which means it's the last chance to get in tax-deductible donations to the 501c3 nonprofit of your choice. So I'm going to give you three things that we're sort of in the midst of fundraising for. The one is that we just announced recently the Garden of Rest that we are going to be building in the valley below Engelbrecht and the Lost Boys. And it's going to sort of wrap around the Don Quixote statue. If you know down in the valley, there's a Don Quixote statue with his arms outstretched, looking up at Chapel Dulcinea. The garden's going to go around him and up into the edges below the decks of the Lost Boys cabins. And we are funding engraved stones, resting benches, or even naming of the whole garden. And the idea for the Garden of Rest is that when you donate to the Garden of Rest, you donate in the name of someone you want to honor. They don't have to have passed away. They can still be alive and with us. But the idea of the Garden of Rest is someone that you want to honor as an important and meaningful place in your life, so that when you're here on campus and you go and sit down in the Garden of Rest, you're reminded of those that you love and those that have made a difference in your life. The second thing is, as always, we are doing annual donor programs. This is what we've been doing now for 3 years. If you plan on attending a class at Wizard Academy at any point next year in 2025, if you donate now to become an annual donor, it starts at $2,500 and goes up. It includes a seat in class. The $5,000 includes 2 seats in a class, and so on. So that would let you get the tax deduction from this year, but then take advantage of attending a Wizard Academy class at some point in 2025. And then last, we are still, and will be probably for a long time, raising money to finish covering the expense of the septic, which is running like a charm. As a matter of fact, I was out there this morning and there's grass growing down there now, and it's starting to look like a meadow, or the beginnings of a meadow. So that's kind of fun. Now, classes. Let's talk about classes. In January, we have 2 classes coming up. Portals and the 12 Languages of the Mind. This is one of the cornerstone classes at Wizard Academy, and we only hold it once a year. And we almost always hold it in January, or at least we have for several years. So if you live in a very wintry part of the US or Canada, then that's an excuse to get down to Texas, where it may not have like 3 feet of snow around you. It's January 14th and 15th. Is when it is in 2025, and then we probably won't hold it again until 2026. So if you ever wanted to attend Portals, this is your chance for 2025. January 21 and 22, we are having our next Roy's Unstructured Adventure. If you've not attended one of these, what it is Roy joins us for 2 days, along with whoever is willing and eager to go on a journey. And basically we spend 2 days exploring what Roy is focused on right now, what he's excited about, what things he thinks are next in marketing, and then answering questions from the room. In my experience in that class, the 2 days are largely driven by who attends and what they want to know. Roy comes with some stuff prepared, but he's always open to someone showing up and saying, hey, here's what I really need right now. And then I've seen Roy pivot and go, all right, we're going to spend the next hour. We're going to figure that all out together. So that's Roy's Unstructured Adventure is what we call it, because we never know what's going to happen in that class. But that's January 21 and 22. We'd love to see you there. Oh, hey, also, we have a very special event, an event we've never done before in a style we've never done before. And it's a whiskey fundraiser. And the whiskey that we're going to be using for the fundraiser is Compass Box. It's Compass Box. This is one of my favorite blending companies. They blend Scotch. They're based out of England, of all places. And one of our major donors, Nathan Huey, donated a very rare and old collection of Compass Box blends, and we're going to get to try them. Now, if you're on this list, you've probably already seen the formal invite for this, but it's $1,000 a person, and you're going to get the chance to drink what would cost you about $4,000 at a bar. and then we're going to have dinner together, and then we're going to hang out in the vault, and we're going to auction off a few unopened bottles of Compass Box. All of this is a fundraiser for Wizard Academy. All of the funds are going to go to Wizard Academy, and all of the cost of the tickets are tax deductible. Last, we're going to talk about gifts, because, you know, Christmas and whatnot. And we now finally have some Wizard Academy branded merch and copies of, you know, the Wizard of Adz trilogy and things like this. And if you purchase them in the next week or so, then we'll be able to get them in the mail and get them to you as a Christmas gift before Christmas. I'm going to walk over there right now. I'm going to show some of them to you with, you know, I'm just going to use my phone camera. Keep it simple. Hey, we have a new merch section in the Visitor Center. If you remember the Visitor Center, by the way, it's cold outside. If you remember the Visitor Center from the video that we shot, this section we've now loaded with a whole bunch of Wizard Academy merch and Roy's trilogy, some other books, some historical collection like Michelle Miller's book, The Soccer Mom Myth, which is great. But we've got mugs, super fancy mugs. We've got Yetis, if you can believe it. I use this one all the time, actually. And then coffee mugs. And if you're a bona fide whiskey enthusiast, we've got bona fide merch, too. There's still some historical merch from Chapel Dulcinea that are things like pint glasses, little mini glasses for whiskey, and then, of course, the Wizard of Adz trilogy. We think that all of these things would make really lovely Christmas presents. If you can get your order in really this week, then we have a shot at getting it to you before Christmas. Cheers. Merry Christmas.